Well, hello and welcome, people eater, back to some more Spirit Hunters Infinite Horde. So in the last video, I was trying to figure out exactly where we were going to be going, because the ultimate goal was to try and get up to McDingus here. And so in order to do that, I was going to have to go through this node here, which was in Darkmoon Grove, to defeat bats. So one thing that I was looking at was, can I do any challenges with Sharkana, or Shakpana? And the one that is available to me, unfortunately, I don't have Hoodoo for. You do. So basically, I was like, okay, where is Hoodoo? Well, Voodoo Udo is over here. In order to get there, I'm gonna have to unlock this one, but first I have to unlock this one, which is win one challenge with Conrad. So I guess we're returning to our old boy here. Let's see if we can give him, that's not the button I meant to hit. Let's see if we can give him some redemption here, and we're going to be doing a challenge, and look at that, he does have one in Darkmoon Grove. We're going to be doing this challenge, giving this one a shot, giving him a little bit of redemption, because we didn't do so hot with Conrad the first time we played with him, so hopefully we can do a little bit better. And you know, my boy right here, he likes his bones, so we're gonna have a big boy and big bones. Attack size we could go for. Range, I don't really want either of these early on. I think cooldown might actually be helpful on the Grand Hex though, because it's pretty slow. So let's go ahead and see if we can get that a bit bigger, or a bit bigger, bit faster. Faster, more intense, as the boy George Lucas would say. All right, let's go ahead and increase these Tanglevine size. Tanglevines actually did quite reasonably in one of the more recent videos we did. Didn't do too bad. We'll get more damage on the bones, because the bones were actually pretty good when we played with the witch. I forgot her name. Marina? Is that her name? No, it starts with an M. Okay, let's increase area of effect as well. It's going to be our big boy damage. Big boy damage. Big boy damage is big boy damage. I had another word in my head, but it came out as the same word twice. Don't judge me for it. Don't judge me for it. I've done a lot of recording. I've literally been sitting here recording for hours, making sure that you guys have plenty of content to keep you nice and entertained over the week. And so that way I can spend all the rest of my week playing Path of Exile. Because, let's be honest here, Path of Exile has kind of consumed my brain. It's kind of all I want to do. And I still enjoy playing these games. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's just like, it's the new thing. That's how my brain works. I get very obsessed. I want more damage on the cleave. I don't necessarily want more area. Let's go for cooldown on Bone Shot. Let's get some real fast bones going. But I keep bringing it up, you know, I don't know fully how, what the overlap is of, you know, my audience, like you guys now who watch my roguelite videos, versus how many of you guys actually play or are interested in Path of Exile. Let's get more vines here. Because I can all, like, I come from two different schools of thought here. I could see there being a big overlap, because I think there's actually quite a big overlap in gameplay between the two genres. But I can also see the fact that roguelites tend to lend themselves more to short gaming sessions. So if you're someone who doesn't have hours upon hours to play an action RPG, you know, Bullet Heavens might be, or roguelites in general, might be more up your alley, right? Because you get that same progression that you're looking for in an action RPG, just at a bite-sized level, right? All these videos that I've been doing for Spirit Hunters, they're all like, you know, 20, 30 minutes. So if you've only got an hour, you can get a couple runs in, get a little bit of progression. But if you're trying to do that with a game like Path of Exile or Diablo or Last Epoch, whatever your flavor of action RPG is, you know, I can definitely see there not being a sizable overlap there. And sometimes my insights as to what games kind of flow together from one genre to another is just completely wrong. For those of you who don't know, this channel used to be all about Genshin Impact, and before even that, it was Arc Knights. And towards the end of my time in Genshin Impact, why am I not getting any? I'm getting like no damage on Bone Shot. range, damage. Just go for more damage on Grand Hex. Towards the end of my time in Genshin Impact, I had just started getting into Final Fantasy XIV, mostly because a friend of mine from the Genshin Impact community suggested it to me. She had been playing Final Fantasy for quite a long while, and was like, you know, this isn't really, it's not like the same MMO as like World of Warcraft was, and I played a lot of like RuneScape. And so I hadn't really gotten like fully into an MMO, and she was like, you should give Final Fantasy a shot. So I gave it a shot, and I really enjoyed it because there was a much stronger emphasis on the story than a lot of other MMOs that I've, you know, tried out. Which was nice because that was kind of the games that I was interested in, right? I liked the story-based games. Back then I played a lot of JRPGs, and so story was kind of a big thing to me. Okay, let's get damage on our bones, since it's now showing up. And a lot of the kind of complaints that I had with Genshin Impact, Final Fantasy XIV kind of filled those holes for me. And so I did a couple videos basically saying like, hey guys, if, you know, and a lot of people in the comment sections were expressing frustrations back then with the game. And you know, I put out a video basically saying like, hey guys, if you are getting frustrated with the game and these are your common frustrations, maybe give this game a shot. And the feedback I got, holy moly, it was not what I expected at all. It was, as you would expect, a lot of people saying like, hey, you know, Genshin Impact has its problems and all, but Genshin Impact I can jump into for, you know, 30 minutes and play. I don't have time to sit down and play an MMO and, you know, sit there and wait for other players to queue up. And it was the time constraint that I wasn't taking into account. I was looking at the just gameplay mechanics. I think we're gonna do, yeah, let's take the decrease in cooldown. So looking at the actual mechanics and what holes I was trying to fill in what I wanted out of a video game, and it was the time restriction that I just didn't take into account. And so now, after having learned from experience, Tingle Vines might actually be good in the end. So I mean, it was pretty good when we used it before, especially on the boss. So that's kind of what I'm using it for, is just prepping for the boss. Although I got to keep an eye on my levels. How are we doing? So this is almost set. We got to do a lot more into slashes. Okay, and I got to find another pet. So it's just one of those things that I'm trying to take it a little bit more into consideration now, because I still feel like there's after having played, because I was, you know, I've talked about it a lot on stream as I've been playing, that Path of Exile 1 is a game that I really wanted to like. I could just never get into it, and a lot of it was because at that time when I was trying to play Path of Exile, the first one, the style of game I was playing was just drastically different. The other big thing was movement. I couldn't stand the force movement with the mouse. Now that Path of Exile 2 has WASD movement, it's like a godsend. It's the greatest thing they ever did. Okay, what do we want to do here? We could just start getting our crit chance up. That seems kind of reasonable. So I'm kind of curious, if you are somebody who maybe it's interested you, like, I'm not looking necessarily for feedback from people who are like definitely into Path of Exile. I'm asking more for the people who let's see, what do I want? Let's go for more damage. For the people who are either on the fence or not interested at all, is the time constraint something that turns you off from it? Like, if you're kind of on the fence, right? You either haven't jumped in and you've wanted to, or you know, maybe you tried it and you just can't get into it. Is the time constraint a big factor, or is it just the gameplay itself doesn't interest you? And the reason I'm asking is on like a video like this specifically is just because, again, I feel like there is a lot of overlap with bullet heavens. And so I'm curious what would drive someone who likes bullet heavens, or at least consumes bullet heaven content, to not also be interested in Path of Exile. I'm interested to hear what your thoughts are. You know, it's kind of like a decent example here from my personal life is actually my brother. So my youngest brother, he's kind of he's a fairly picky eater. He hates cheese. Hates cheese. He will not eat any. We have to like hide cheese and stuff, or not necessarily hide cheese, but like, for example, my mom used to make a chicken dish where the coating, like the batter coating on the chicken, had Parmesan cheese in it, and we used to like not tell him the fact, because you can't tell that there's cheese in it, but if he hears that it has cheese in it, it'll freak him out and he won't eat it, and he likes it. But he doesn't like cheese, and that one makes more sense because it doesn't taste like cheese. But he doesn't like cheese, but he will eat cheese on pizza at only certain locations. And it's like, what about this cheese is something that you like? And he's like, I don't know, I just like the cheese here. It's like, I don't get it. So it's kind of that type of thing. It's like, do you like this gameplay, but you don't like the time constraint? Is it more complicated than a bullet heaven, like all the different stats? Is the fact that it's active combat and not kind of passive combat like this? But I know I've been asking a lot of questions about Path of Exile, but bear with me. Like I said, it's just because it's my most recent obsession. So we need to get another Horde, right? And then let's also, I mean, we have gold for days, so let's just get like everything. Yeah. Okay, so let's do increased damage. But if you guys are interested in Path of Exile content, I have been streaming. I'm trying to stream it a bit more often. I streamed it all the first weekend and then a couple days this past week. But I try and, if I don't have like a set streaming schedule right now or anything like that, I would like to stream more often. I kind of have some pieces in the works of trying to get my streams up on YouTube more often, right? Trying to figure out a schedule to like when to record and when to stream, so that way I can do both. Because I would like to hang out with you guys and talk with you guys and see, especially like with bullet heavens, and see kind of what your strategies would be as we play. I think there's also some fun things. There's been some bullet heavens in the past that I've seen where you can have the viewers kind of pick stuff for you, which I think could be pretty interesting. But I do try and schedule them a couple hours before whenever I go live, and really up until this point it's kind of just been PoE. But if you're interested in all, by all means, come hang out, say hello. We'll jam right now. Well, I'm not sure exactly when this video is going to be coming out, but at the time of recording, I'm playing just full-on Cold Invoker Monk, just about getting to the end of the campaign, and then we're going to be jumping into some maps and getting some sweet gear, some sweet loot. And at some point here, we'll probably roll another character. Not exactly sure what I want to play, though. It's going to be a ranged character, so it's going to be either Witch, Sorceress, or Ranger. I just haven't decided which one yet. Just because I've already played 2 of the melee classes. Although, to be fair, the Warrior I only played for a couple hours. Okay, so I still need to get a lot in cleave. So at this point, I'm literally just getting whatever I can get. Whatever I can find. Conrad's a beast. He'll take him out. I mean, really, I think our character stats are starting to get to the point where the kind of easy difficulty stuff is getting maybe a little bit too easy, and we're just kind of smoking everybody. Yeah, so I just need those two, okay. We can just buy literally the whole shop. We just own this guy's life. Screw it. I'm buying you out, buddy. Why? Because I can. Because I'm rich, and the rich do what they want. They buy everything they want. And so whatever you have, if I want, it's now mine. Yeah, dude, Hardy is insane. Hardy has been, like, absolutely carrying the past couple runs we've done. Oh, it's your brother's shop. If only I hadn't spent all my gold for 2 HP. I could have bought more here. Oh, I'm broke. We'll buy the crystals. I've been a little bit short on crystals. The other meta progression currency, though, I've been fine on. Had more than enough. Still need more here, so let's go for increased damage. And let's go for crit. And let's just get this because that should give us... Okay, no, I need 2 more in the scythe. 2 more in the scythe, then we're done. Yeah, I mean, like, at this point, I can just kind of, like, sit here and they can't do anything to me. Just keep popping them out, healing up. Getting some chests. Okay, let's just reroll for Scythe. We're going to increase our slashes. Now, to be fair, I should probably stop playing so aggressively because you know what's going to happen. Is I'm going to start playing like a jerk. And I'm going to get killed by something stupid. But I mean, realistically, like, we haven't even come close to a time where I thought we were going to die in this build. Ooh, we got a big chest. These chests are absurd. They give so much stuff. Oh, now that we're rich, we get to buy you out again. We just take all your meta progression stuff. Yeah, see, like, how am I supposed to get in there to beat this guy? It's very weird. I don't understand these cemeteries. Maybe there is an opening and I'm just not seeing it? But I don't think so. I mean, this build is just unstoppable. Like, nothing can touch it. They can't even get close to me. That's not true. They get close to me. I just, like, it's like a little tickle. It's like a little pickle tickle. Oh, no! Oh, it's rock hard again. Come on, rock hard. Broski. You gotta move your butt. There you go. Easy enough. See, I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me. Easy enough. See, look at that vine damage. I'm very surprised by that, but I mean, I guess it makes sense. That actually... Wait, hold up. You know what's funny is while vine damage did the most, I don't think it... If this was by kills, I don't think this got the most amount of kills. It probably got the most amount of damage because he had, like, big chunky boy sitting on top of it, but I don't think that it probably killed most things, and it probably wouldn't be the most effective thing, right? Like, even though it has the most damage, I wouldn't, like, specifically build around just that because, you know, you only have, like, one line of damage. So that opens us up. It was right here. Yeah, it opens us up here. We obviously can't get this one yet. We can't unlock this. Nice spear cage. That should be fun. And there we go. Pet hoodoo. You do. You do. We also have... Ooh. Got an upgrade for our bones. We have an upgrade for our bones. All right, so we got some stuff to do in the next episode. What do we have here? Increased soul drop rate. Oh, that's kind of nice. We also have a crit strike chance in treat. We get a new pet, Mandrake. And we have pet cages open faster. Who cares about that? They can stay in their cages. Yeah, so next time... Oh, wait, no, I got to open this up, which means this one I don't have crystals for yet. No. Okay, well, we are going to... Oh, next episode, we're going to be playing with the new character, Shakpana. I'm not sure where we're going to be going yet. We're going to do one of these normal challenges, probably wherever has something that I need to unlock. But I'll look into that for the next time. Well, guys, thank you so much for chilling out with me today. If you enjoyed the video, would you kindly smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more roguelite action? I'm Ganyonz. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.